No fluff, no BS. Here is how we made $32,000 using a 3-day Skool webinar. Here is the proof first, so you know I'm not full of it. $19,600 in 1 hour during the day 2 of the challenge. Day number 3, we made $9,622. In total, $29,000 cash collected in 3 days. And then we added 2 extra bonuses. So the cart closed by day 5, and we collected an extra $2,000, which resulted in $32,000 in cash collected. The Skool dashboard chose $25,000 MRR, but we sold annual, so I don't really know how Skool count this, but we have collected $32,000 in annual subscriptions. I believe what you will witness in the next few minutes is the single greatest video ever seen on scaling a Skool and making 20 to 30k per month consistently. When it comes to your problems with your Skool, I have thought about them more in the last few years than anyone else. My hope is, since I know your struggles better than you, I can provide better solutions for you than you will get anywhere else. First, here are the problems that you think get in your way. You don't get enough qualified leads joining your free Skool group. Your members are silent and engagement is flat or dying. And hardly anyone converts from free to paid, no matter what model you are using. You're putting in effort, posting, doing calls, maybe even running ads, or like having a course inside your free community, but it's just not adding up. Plus, if I had to guess, you've already tried every single strategy out there. You've probably burned money on ads or spent endless hours making content thinking, if I just get more free members, then they will start converting. So more members you think equals more people or more paid subscriptions. But the reality is they don't. With that in mind, I am nervous you will discount what I'm about to share in the next few minutes today in this video. You will think it's not worth replacing what you're already doing to try to solve your problems. You may even be unfairly biased toward what I'm about to show you. You may think, oh, this is just a big setup for another sales pitch. You might think that what I share is cool, but it ain't that good. You may even think you've tried it already and there is no possible way you could do it the way I will show you. But if I don't address these issues up front, then it won't matter what I do, because anything I share with you will be immediately rejected. Our time will be wasted if I can't get you to put your biases or excuses on hold for the next few minutes. Who cares if I show you this result, $32,000 in 3 days, or this, a Skool community from 600 dead members to 10,000 members in 30 days, or this, my client David, who went from 152 members to 2,000 members with freemium plus challenges, and right now he's also using this 3-day webinar model to sell his high ticket coaching offer, or this, $32,000, or let's say $33,000 ARR, or this, $16,000 selling challenges, or this is my first $10,000 trophy, this is my second $10,000 trophy that I will receive it the next month. I'm still waiting for it to be shipped here in Thailand.
Walid is an expert at challenges. Actually, he actually helps creators also run challenges.
And here I got recognized by Nas Daily. He got 70 million followers and he's the CEO of Nas.io. He personally called me an expert of challenges and he partnered with me and made me an ambassador for his company. You may think, well, you just got lucky, or even that these results were doctored or faked in some strange way, or that if these results are actually real, somehow they're only available to the 1 in 1,000 Skool creators that you could never be. However, hopefully there is a part of you also thinking, maybe it is possible with the right approach. Maybe if I just follow some of this approach, I can get the same results or some of those results. Maybe it's worth me being at least open-minded for the next few minutes, and that's all I ask, just be open-minded. So let me show you the exact specific approach I have perfected to get the results you're so desperate and hopeful for. I will lay it out for you step by step and then give you the plan to do it by yourself. Does that sound fair? Let's go. So here's what we're going to cover in our short time together. Number 1, we will speak about why traditional ways don't work anymore and what does. And number 2, we will speak about how the 3-day webinar model works step by step. Number 3, how can you apply this starting today, no matter the size, niche, or offer of your Skool community. And number 4, the map to successful 20 to 30k launches. So let's start with the first, why traditional ways don't work anymore. Now, let's zoom out for a bit. What's the ultimate reason why communities fail? It's simple. They're all doing the same things everyone else did last year. They're stuck playing the 2024 game in 2025. Now, I'm not saying that these methods don't work at all. Everything works, just not forever. And right now, they're outdated, slow, and painfully ineffective. So, the most popular and broken strategy are, number 1, the free community model. You give away everything for free, hoping they will eventually upgrade to your paid Skool. But here's what really happens. Thousands of people join, almost nobody consumes the free course or the free stuff that you have there, they ghost, and then they never pay. They're not even active on their Skool account. Number 2, the free trial method. You ask people to join your paid school for 7 days for free, but here is what happens. They put in their credit card, binge your best content, and then cancel before you even say hi. So they binge watch everything, they watch all the courses, they consume everything. Why would they pay for the content that they just consumed for free? So they cancel. And then the last one is the 1-hour webinars. I know a lot of school creators who are still using webinars to scale their communities, but what happens is conversion rates are so dead because it's just a short teaching session followed by a pitch. People don't know you, they don't trust you, and they're not ready to pull out their credit cards after 55 minutes. Now, I'm not saying that these are the only methods that you can use to grow your school community. I'm just saying these are the most popular ones. Free community model, free trial, and you do some sort of a launch webinar or something like this. And all of these models fail for the same reason. They don't fix the 4 core problems every school community faces. And the 4 core problems are: number 1, low leads. You cannot attract enough new people who actually care. Number 2 is low engagement. The few people that you get don't really show up or show interest and interact in your free group. Number 3, low conversions. Nobody buys your paid offer, or a small percentage buys your paid offer. Number 4 is high churn. Even those who pay, they don't stay long. These models aren't dead, they're just outdated. In 2025 and 2026, if you want attention, trust, and conversions fast, you cannot play the free to paid or webinar pitch game anymore. There is a faster, simpler way, and it's called the 3-day webinar model. That said, the 3-day webinar model or challenge model works for school creators in every niche, school communities of any size, school communities of any type of offer, school creators with at least 500 followers or subscribers, and school offers of any kind, or people who want consistent 20 to 30k months without depending on algorithm or ads or luck. And I know it works because I have been behind every type of school community. I've helped education coaches, self-improvement mentors, real estate investors, language teachers, fitness experts, basketball trainers, online money makers, even doctors to run this 3-day webinar method. So no matter the type, niche, size, or offer of your community, the 3-day webinar model will 100% work. And I know this works from experience and not theory. So that's why traditional ways don't work anymore. So let's move on to the next, which is how the 3-day webinar model works step by step. First, let's clear something up. Why do I call it a 3-day webinar if I tell you that webinars don't work? Because it's not really a webinar. It's a multi-day live experience built to convert cold people into buyers fast. What makes it different from regular webinars is normal webinars, they're just a 1-hour lecture, rushed pitch, and everyone bounces. But our 3-day webinars, also called challenges or events, okay, 3-day challenge or 3-day events, they get you 10,000 more of engagement. They build real connection before any pitch. They build some trust and authority and massive value delivered live. The structure that makes it work is TPM, which stands for theory, plan, and map. So the number 1 of your webinar or of your challenge must be theory. They will just have to share why they are stuck. You must scratch every single objection before they even bring it up. You must show real cause of their problem and tease your unique system. Then number 2, which is the plan, you reveal your mechanism, your unique step-by-step process on how you help them get the results. You make it interactive, let them apply it live, because it's a challenge, not a webinar, it's not a lecture, it's a challenge. So make it look like a workshop as well. Get them to use your mechanism live with you. Then pitch your offer here on day number 2, because it feels like the next logical step after understanding how your mechanism works. And this is where we made $19,000 and $600 in 1 hour on my client's challenge, which is day number 2. 1 hour, $19,600. So day number 3 is the map. You have to combine day number 1 plus day number 2 into a clear roadmap. Give them 2 options. Number 1, they can do it themselves, but they will probably fail. They can try to get the results by themselves, but they will probably fail, and a lot of stuff will happen, okay? They cannot really do it by themselves, okay? Or number 2, which is to join your school community. This is the option number 2, and succeed faster with your help. And then you have to pitch your offer, do the repitch, and give them the guarantee why they must do it with you, and why is it more smarter to do it with you, okay? Because you will remove all the obstacles, etc. And then you do the repitch, as I said, and close the rest of people. So what makes it convert so high? Because it's 100% live. People spend 3 days with you instead of 55 minutes on a webinar. They see results before you even pitch, and you build massive trust and authority through interaction. You're not teaching information, but you are creating transformation and momentum. Here is a real example from my client Paul, the guy who I scaled to $32,000 in 3 days. The biggest launch he ever done was an $8,000 webinar last year. So he made a webinar and he made $8,000. It was last year. And after that, he had never made more than that from his launches. And I came in, and in 1 hour I made him more than he made the whole year. And you can read this email. He got me another referral. Hey Chris, I wanted to introduce you Walid, who had me with a 3-day challenge that performed well. We're just wrapping it up and already made more sales in 1 day than I've done all year. And he made the $20,000 in 1 single hour. hour. On day 2, we invited 3 of his paid members to share real stories live. That one move 3x'd the conversions because people don't believe screenshots, they believe faces. That's what we have done. we got 3 people from his paid school, and we told them, please, we are doing a challenge. Can you just give us a testimonial live? We will ask you some questions. What did you learn from the school? What results did you get? And they have just done that on live with us. And by the end, we pitched them the offer, and we made $20,000 in 1 hour. So here is the quick funnel overview. You have to get traffic from all your active social media and then set them to the free school registration page. This free school registration page will have the about page, will have the description there talking about what the challenge is, what they will learn day by day, and then have a VSL there just inviting people to the challenge. After they join, have a school welcome post. Just give them information about what they will learn, and if you have some giveaways, if you have some bonuses, let them know, and then give them the link so they can save the calls on their calendars. And then you start day number 1 live, which is event training. And if you remember, it's theory. You just share your information, you get them to do it with you live, and then you send them the replay. The replay will be available for 24 hours. We do this because we want real urgency and people to really attend. Day number 2, which is also live, we do the event training and then we pitch the offer, and then the same thing for the replay here on the top. And then we have day number 3, which is the last day. We want to do a repitch plus closing, and then the same thing, share the webinar by the end. So on day number 3 is also when we send people to really buy, so we just send them to the paid school, which will also have a VSL and the about page of what they will get. One thing also that we have tried and really worked on day number 3 that helped us collect $10,000 in 1 hour is we hosted a 90-minute bonus trainers for purchasers only. So we told them that after this webinar, after this day number 3, after this live stream, we will host a 90-minute bonus training that we have never done in the paid school. It will be only for people who join right now. That's exactly what we have done, and we got 11 people or more buy in on day number 3, and they joined the paid school, which also got them the 90-minute bonus training. Something else that you can try is take all the content of the 3-day challenge and then condense it into a 12 to 18-minute VSL, because people, they don't really have 3 hours to really watch all of the content for the 3-day challenge, okay? That's why condense all the content in 12 to 18 minutes, okay? Make it into a VSL. Tell them, here is what we have taught, or what I taught people in the last 3 days, and condense it into this VSL. And by the end, have the same offer stack, have the same pitch, and send people to the order page. And then after this, they join the school, they will see the school welcome post, and then host an onboarding or upsell call and sell them your high ticket offer if you have one. That's how you will collect that much money, or even more money, okay? So you know right now how the 3-day webinar model works step by step. Let's move to how you can apply this starting today, no matter the size, niche, or offer of your school community. Here's the truth: you don't really need a big audience, you don't need fancy funnels, and you don't even need to run ads. All you need is a free school community where to host your challenge or your webinar, a clear annual offer, because for this we don't really want to sell monthly memberships because they will not collect you, they will not make you a lot of money. That's why we sell annual subscriptions, and for those who cannot really afford, we just don't sell them to the monthly membership. And then a willingness to go live for 3 days and serve your people hard. That's all you need. If you can go live, you can launch. That's it. No tech, no ads, no luck, just a repeatable, predictable model to pull in 20 to 30k per launch. And that's how you can apply this starting today, no matter the size, niche, or offer of your school community. So right now, the map to successful 20 to 30k launches. Your 3-day webinar roadmap. I will show you this not on slides, but I will really show it to you on my Notion template. And this is the 3-day webinar template that I always use with my clients. We have every single thing that we will need to launch a event or challenge in our school. But I will only show you right now the launch canvas, which will show you the roadmap on how you can build your own challenge. So before the first thing, we have to fill in something, which is the problem and desire. And we have to fill in what is the desire, and to know what is the desire for the school members, okay? What is the real thing that they want? Okay, and then we move to the external problem. The external problem is something that they blame externally, okay? Something like, because my spouse will not allow me, or because I don't have money, or because I did not learn, or something like this, okay? Something that they blame externally, okay? External from their self, okay? Then we move to the internal problem, something that they blame internally, something in themselves, okay? It could be because I'm fat, it could be because I'm dumb, it could be because I'm young or I'm old, something they blame in themselves, okay? And then what is the real desire? Why they want to get this thing, okay? So there is a difference between desire and real desire. Desire could be, I want to make $10,000 a month. The real desire is, I want financial freedom, okay? This is the difference. And then after we fill in the problem and desire, we move to the next or the first thing, which is the big idea. So the single biggest reason for a poor sales conversion from any marketing funnel is the lack of one big core compelling idea that ties to the promotion together. So what you need to do is to have one big idea for your 3-day webinar, okay? It must be one great idea. It must be big, believable promise of transformation results or outcome. It must be unique. It must be new and fresh, urgent, preferably with a specific deadline, because the challenge will have a start date and end date, and it must be specific, arresting and startling. It must be easy to grasp. You must have a track record, proof to support it, and there is people already taking advantage of it, and then it must be easy and applicable. So you must share your big idea, and that's the big idea will be the main thing, or the main content of your 3-day webinar, okay? Then we move to the marketing thesis. For the marketing thesis, what is the main or the one main thing your prospects need to believe before you present your offer, okay? You must have one belief. The single most important thing you can do when you write a sales letter or when you launch your challenge is to make the reader believe that this new opportunity is the key to their desire, and it's only attainable through your mechanism. That's called the one belief. So you must have one single belief that you want these people to believe in order before they buy your Skool community, okay? So what is the one belief that you will make them to believe? Then we move to the offer, okay? We present our offers in pillars because it helps us have a smooth transition from the content to the pitch while avoiding triggering the viewer's sales pitch rather. It feels more genuine, less salesy, and helps to fill in all the missing gaps that you created. So for the offer, we have deliverable, what they will get. Then we have the feature, the facts about the product. Then we have the why the feature is believable, helpful, advantages. Then we have the benefits. It must be functional, dimensionalized, and emotional. After the offer, we must have the USP, the unique selling proposition. So present a desired result. It must suggest fast time frame, includes FOMO, and then it's something new they have never seen before, and it's also easy to apply. Then we move to the chain of beliefs. The chain of beliefs is about creating a marketing message that affects what people need to believe, realize, and agree in advance before they can accept the need or desire for the product being sold. Solving problems for your audience is less about giving them all the answers. Here is how to get from A to Z, and more about helping them break through mental barriers, and then helping them to move from point A to point B, from B to C, and so on. That's where the real value is. So the chain of belief starts and ending point. We need to figure out two things about our audience. What do they need to believe in order for them to take action, and the action that you need them to take, which is to buy later, and then what are the core beliefs that your audience has right now. The real key is to always focus on the beliefs your audience is using to govern their behavior worldview. And then, after the chain of beliefs, we have the perfect lead. So we have 8 lead teams. We have the offer lead, the invitation lead, promise lead, problem solution lead, secret system lead, intrigue lead, proclamation lead, or prediction lead, and then story lead. I will not explain each one, but I always go with problem solution. So we start with the problem. What is the problem that our audience or our members have? And then we give them the solution. That's the same lead that we always use on our challenges. And then we move to the TPM launch structure. And if you remember, TPM stands for theory, plan, and map. So the purpose of our launch videos or our live calls is to transform the viewer into the person he needs to be in order to accept the plan. So not believing he can do it to absolutely certainty he can do it. From living with the problem to abominating the problem. From natural desire to visceral desire. And then the 8th thing is the mentor journey. So the goal of the mentor journey is to create absolute logic and undebatable arguments as to why you're in front of the camera sharing your message to sell your product. So we have a lot of elements here. I cannot really walk you through each one because this is a little bit more private that I only use with my clients. So we just have to talk about your journey. How did you find the limitation of your audience? Okay, how did you develop the skill that you have right now? How did you make the plan or the mechanism and the Skool, okay? And what is your mission, why you are sharing everything with them, because this will be the theory or this will be the content for your day number 1 or for the whole challenge. And then the last thing that you do is the anchors. Most people think that the selling part of the promo starts at the pitch, but it actually starts the minute 1. That's because when you know exactly what your offer is, you can start seeing the need for it on your viewer's mind through what we call anchors. So the anchors are identification, which is anchoring on the audience's problem and desire. We have the expert anchor, which is you position the expert or yourself as a trustworthy figure while creating empathy. The method anchor, set your content apart from everything else in the industry. The opportunity anchor, bring in a new point of view to the current reality. The student anchor, show real results students are getting. The failure scenario, get people to visualize the failure scenario, what will happen if they don't do what you do, which is the option number one if you remember. The time anchor, show the time it took you to learn all of what you're showing them. The money anchor, show the money it took you to learn all of what you're showing them. Then the format anchor, create a theory that makes a transformation necessary. The price anchor, here is where the pitch actually begins. The advantage and guarantee, it's all about adding more value to the core products and then showing them why they have nothing to lose. So with that being said, you have two options as well. Option number one, you can do this alone. You can try to build your own 3-day webinar from scratch. Figure out all the slides that you will build, the structure, the emails, the tech, and the offer, but it will probably take you months to test, tweak, and get it right. You will spend more time guessing than launching. That's what most people do, and that's why most Skool communities never grow. And just for your information, the 3-day slides, we had 200 slides for each day. I spent more than 5 hours a day building them for my clients. But if you already have a Skool community, you got 500 plus free members, you are already making at least $5,000 a month on your Skool community. You're already doing all the right things, posting, engaging, and helping people. But you know, deep down, you're sitting on a gold mine that's not producing like it should be. You have the option number two, which is let me do it for you. This is exactly what I did for my client's poll. And in 3 days, we generated $32,000. No luck, just a proven model that works. And in the next 30 days, I can help you add $20,000 to $30,000 in new revenue to your Skool community using the 3-day webinar model. And we will build the entire thing together in the next 30 days. Not 90 days, not 160 days. It's 30 days. Here is what you will get when you work with me. Number one, the custom challenge 3-day webinar strategy. We will define your perfect topic, angle, and offer, built specifically for your Skool and audience. Number two, I will build all the slides for you. That will take 100 to 200 slides because we want it to be only 1 hour. It will be scripted and written following the TPM structure theory plan map, designed to build belief, handle objections, and convert live on call. Number three, you will get the launch calendar and content plan. You will get my 30-day Notion launch template, exact daily tasks to promote your event, and plug and play posts and DM scripts and announcements templates. Number four, email and DM templates, pre-written copy for cold, warm, and community members, follow-up messages that fill your events and close buyers after. Number five, offer and price optimization. I will help you to structure and script your annual offer so people feel stupid saying no to join it. And then number six, live coaching plus call review. I will guide you through your live delivery, what to say, when to pitch, and I will be there with you, telling you what you have to do. And then real-time support during your event. Number seven, relaunch evergreen plan. After your first 3-day event, you will get a relaunch system to rinse and repeat monthly. This will allow you to make $20,000 to $30,000 a month using the 3-day webinar model. And Skool, they just added this feature right now, so it will be much easier for you. In 30 days, you will have a complete launch system built and ready, and a 3-day live event that generates $20,000 to $30,000 a month in revenue. So you can book a call with me below to discuss if I can really help you to scale your Skool community. As I said, you must have at least 500 members in your free Skool community. You must be making at least $5,000 a month. And I can help you launch your own 3-day webinar or 3-day challenge event so you can make $20,000 to $30,000 a month using challenges or webinars on your free Skool community. We don't need anything else. We don't need any tech. Just your free Skool community is 100% enough. And of course, my expertise. So you can book a call with me below. Click the link or the button below and let's discuss how we can help you to make $20,000 to $30,000 a month with 3-day webinars. Thank you for watching.